Hello everyone, Momma Jo here. If you're new here, welcome to Momma Jo's Kitchen. And if you're not new here, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming back. Hey, listen, I've got another really good one for Michael. I need to get this going really fast because he'll be home here soon. I have a large stock pot. And I've got it on high. I usually don't start anything on high, but on today's, I want to get this water and other things that I'm going to add to it boiling as fast as I can. Right now, I have just enough water in the bottom because I'm going to add other stuff to it. And some people call this well, down south, they call it a low country boil. Or you can just call it a shrimp boil. That's what I'm making for Michael today. So I have some kielbasa that I'm going to chop up, but I want to get these potatoes. Sorry about that, Tuck. My little doggy just got in my way. He loves to be right under my feet wherever I go. I have these really small gourmet petite red potatoes, and what I love about this is you don't have to wash them. It tells you right on the bag, pre-washed, no need to peel, fast cooking. So I need to get them chopped up and get them in this water. So basically I'm just going to cut them in half, just like so, and just go ahead and put them in. Now we have a lot of other ingredients to add to this, but I need to get these potatoes cooked first, because the other things don't take as long. And then we're going to season it really well. Oh, I have a little bit of leftover chicken broth from the recipe. I think it was the Hawaiian pineapple. Oh, yeah, the Hawaiian spam and pineapple over cilantro, lime, coconut rice. So here's that chicken broth, and that's just going to help add flavor. So I'm going to get that in there. And I'm going to use up that last bit of, this is a dark beer, and that goes really well in a low country boil. Now I do have some lemon juice that I'm going to add too, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit before I add that. I'm just going to get these potatoes right now cooked. And I got a lot of seasonings I want to add to this too. Now, we can talk about the seasonings. I thought for sure, and I'm pretty sure I do have it. I have more dry seasonings probably than most people do, because every time I see something that I haven't had, tried before, I usually buy it to have it in my collection, because, I mean, there are strange spices sometimes you need, like cardamom and different things, and I just keep buying them and putting them up in the cabinet. And I'm pretty sure I had some Old Bay seasoning, and since I couldn't find the Old Bay seasoning, I do have Creole seasoning, and I also have Cajun seasoning. So I'm going to use a little bit of both of those. And then you're going to need a bag of ice. And the reason why that is, this thing's going to come to a rolling boil. And when I go to put the shrimp in towards the end part of the cooking, when the shrimp is done, I don't want it to continue cooking. So I will put some ice in there. I'll take it off the heat. Get my last potato in there now. And I will put some ice in there to just enough to stop the cooking. And then, I'm going to melt some butter and, put some seasoning, garlic and stuff in that. So after we take, you know, and strain it out, when Michael goes to eat it, he can have some butter over that. Okay, this is gonna, like I said, it's gonna take time. I'm gonna get this to a rolling boil. When the potatoes are nice and starting to get tender, I'll start adding other things to it. I'll go ahead and get my kielbasa cut up and stuff like that so it'll be ready to go in, and I'll bring you guys back. Hey, I brought y'all back. This is just now starting to boil the potatoes in here. And I thought that, yes, I'm going to season it really well. But, you know, bay leaves are really dry. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put probably 2 bay leaves in here. Probably be enough. That one's kind of small. There's one that's kind of broken. So I'm just going to throw in, there's about 4, but they're kind of small. And there's so many different seasonings that you could use in this. Use what you have. Like I have some homemade chili powder. So this has a combination of a little bit of cumin and chili powder and probably paprika. I'm going to use that to get rid of it. And like I said, I'm going to use a little bit of the Creole, a little bit of the Cajun. I'm going to use white pepper. That goes really well in it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a stick of butter and I'm going to put it in the microwave. I'm going to melt it. And then not only am I going to put some of this lemon pepper in that and some garlic, when I go to season this after the potatoes, because we have other things that need to cook in here too. I'm just waiting for the potatoes to get a little softer. I'll probably add some of that to that also. So I'm just letting you know what I'm doing, and I'll bring you back when I think the potatoes are done enough that I can start adding the other things, because we still have let's see, we got the potatoes, we have the kielbasa back there. I have corn on the cob, it's frozen. That'll go in, and I'll season everything, and right at the end I will add the shrimp. Even though it's frozen, it doesn't take very long to cook shrimp. So we will be back. Okay, I did check these potatoes. It's probably been about 10 minutes. They are starting to get soft. And how I know is I took a fork to it. I don't want to wait till they get too mushy before I start adding other things, because I need to get the corn in there. Be careful dropping this in there. Now, I do not care for this kind of corn personally, but believe it or not, that's all Walmart had. So that's what we're going with. Now this is going to take the boiling temperature back down, but we're going to bring it back up to a boil. And anytime, let me stir that. Anytime that I add like corn or anything, I like to have some kind of fat to put in there or to cook with it. And I'll probably go ahead and I'll probably add 4 tablespoons of butter. I'll go ahead and get that kielbasa that's chopped up in there. Be very careful that does not splash up on you. I've got some garlic here. I'll go ahead and put this garlic in there. See, it's splashing. And I'm going to start seasoning it. Bring it back up to a boil. It's still on high on my stove. Let me get the spices in here and I'll bring you down where you're a little closer you can see. This is homemade chili powder seasoning I had left. So it's got like Italian seasoning, oregano, all that in there. We already added the bay leaves. You see that? Probably, I'm just going to have to pour this. Hopefully it'll let me pour it. It's a little over a teaspoon of the Creole seasoning. If you have some Old Bay, throw some Old Bay in there. This is the Cajun seasoning. So that's a little over a teaspoon. Okay, that lemon pepper. Just about a little over a teaspoon. Got some black pepper, or not black pepper, white pepper, excuse me. Okay, we got some onion powder. Lucky. The kitten is rambunctious today. He was we're trying to teach him not to get up on stuff. That one's a hard one. He's pretty stubborn. One. See, I'll do 2. I'll do 3. That may not be enough, but. Okay, I've got that lemon juice back there too. I might hold off on the lemon juice. Let me get this. Stir it a little bit here. Let me bring you down here so you can try to see a little bit better. Hold on. Okay. See, there's the corn. See the keilbasa, the potatoes. Okay, I'm going to let that come to a good, nice boil. We got the seasonings all in there. Let me think. I think all I have left is the lemon juice. Let's see. And then the shrimp. We'll be adding the shrimp here in a little bit. But I'm going to check on the corn and check on the potatoes. And we're almost done. Now, the butter over here I melted. I wanted to show you all that I did add some of that lemon pepper. See, I added a little bit, just maybe a splash of lemon juice. It's got garlic, minced garlic in here. And I'll probably put some parsley, chopped parsley in there. And that's what's going to, like, after I plate it up for Michael, you know, because I'm not serving it to him in the broth. We're just cooking. We're cooking everything in this seasoned broth. And like I said, I'll bring you back in to see that. I'm going to set you back up on the tripod. Okay, folks, you see it boiling over here. Okay, those potatoes are done. You know, the corn is ready. Here's the last part. I need to get the shrimp in. It's only going to take, I got to be careful here. I don't splash myself. There we go. It's only going to take about 3 minutes to cook that. Okay, so I'm going to stir that in. We don't want to overcook our shrimp. Okay, and then, you know, I'll probably add some ice to cool it down, so we'll be right back. Okay, folks, I set my timer for 2 minutes after I dropped everything in there. You know what? Take a look at this. I do not think, I'm just going to pull that off the heat because I'm not at a rolling boil after adding that frozen shrimp. So I guess that would be optional if you wanted to supposedly stop the cooking process. But I'm not going to leave it in there long enough where I think it's going to, you know, really matter. Because I'm plating this up for Michael like as we speak. And then don't forget, I've got this melted butter over here. I'm going to put some parsley in there. And I'm going to drizzle that over his shrimp and potatoes and everything. Michael's already been over here in it. He wanted to try the potato and he says it's delicious. He says it's perfect. It doesn't need any salt or anything, guys. Okay, so let me get him plated up. Let me get a picture and I will give you, Michael's going to give you a taste test. We'll be right back.
How you doing, YouTube? Here to taste test the shrimp low country boil. Let's just dig in with the shrimp and the keilbasa. Tater, Now some corn, which is hot. That's like amazing. 2 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up if I had 4 thumbs. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Come back and check out all of Momma Jo's videos, get you some more goodies. This is awesome. Try it.